Welcome back to Wrestling World. Today we're going to be talking about some new reports on how some Retribution members were able to beg their way out of the group, and the teases going on with The Fiend and Undertaker. So let's start things off with these new Retribution reports. Retribution has been in the wrestling news a lot over the last few days because there's so many new things going on with them. Ollie is delivering these great promos online and really providing a lot of backstory. But new reports just came out about how one Retribution member didn't like being in the group at all and begged their way out of Retribution. What member is that, you may ask? Well, that member is the one that's been gone for several weeks, and that is Mercedes Martinez. WWE was trying out multiple NXT men and NXT women during Retribution's earlier attacks, just trying to see who they would like to keep as the permanent members and main foundation of Retribution. They tried women like Chelsea Green, Vanessa Bourne, and others, but they didn't make the final cut. The two women that did make the final cut for Retribution was Mia Yim and Mercedes Martinez. They even had a Retribution name already selected for Mercedes Martinez. She was going to be referred to as Retaliation. That was your main top 5 members: T-Bar, Mace, Slapjack, Reckoning, and Retaliation. Mercedes Martinez was even present on the night that Retribution was revealed and had on their masks and their new looks. Mercedes was standing in the ring during that promo wearing her mask and her new look, but fast forward 1 week later and she's gone. The group made no mention of her and just disappeared without any explanation. Well, now it seems like we do have some sort of idea about what was going on. According to the new reports, Mercedes Martinez wanted out of the group and kept requesting for WWE to kindly remove her from the faction. Telling by the looks of things, it seems like Mercedes Martinez was in fact granted her wish and was removed from Retribution. Now, why did she beg to get removed from Retribution? We still don't know that quite yet, but it seems like she wasn't really thrilled to be a part of Retribution, according to this report. Of course, you have to respect her request and WWE's decision to remove her. But I think Mercedes' departure from the group was absolutely devastating for Mia Yim because you basically left her alone. Sure, Mia still has the other male superstars and the leader Ali, but there's no other women in the group anymore. Retribution is known for having these big numbers advantages and jumping anyone they want to. They still have the numbers advantage when it comes to jumping the male talent, but how about when it comes to attacking the women? They literally have one woman in their group, and obviously the men can't help Mia Yim attack the other women. So there's basically no numbers advantage for when Retribution targets the women's division. It's literally just Mia Yim by herself with no help at all. So that could get a bit weird. We just heard from Retribution's promo a few weeks ago that they were in fact coming for the women's division and that they weren't safe either. But once again, it's just Mia Yim by herself. T-Bar, Mace, and all the other guys can assist her with the attacks on the women's division. So that's why I feel like Retribution's threat on the women's division is pretty much an empty threat. But I do think there's an easy solution to that problem. If Mia Yim is going to attack a woman, just have her come out by herself and have her bring out a few female hooded minions to help her out. That will be the easiest solution to this one-woman issue. Retribution is known to have dozens of members that aren't even on-screen characters, so if you can get a few of those NXT women to dress up in the black hoodies and assist Mia Yim, that may be perfect. But if Mercedes Martinez was still in Retribution, then we could have taken Retribution's threat on the women's division a bit more seriously, since they would have had 2 women in the group. That would have been perfect. But with Mia Yim all by herself as the only woman, it'll be interesting to see how Retribution handles their attack on the women's division. So if you were wondering why Mercedes Martinez disappeared, it doesn't look like it was a WWE decision. It seems like it was Mercedes who wanted out of the group and was granted her request. We'll have to wait and see what's next for Mercedes Martinez, since she's no longer a Retribution member. Next up is the big news with The Undertaker. So, the initial reports about Survivor Series being themed after The Undertaker's 30th anniversary and even featuring an appearance from The Undertaker himself turned out to be true. They will be honoring Undertaker's career, and he will be on the show at Survivor Series 2020. But the part that no one was expecting is the fact that this is his final appearance. WWE released a statement saying that Survivor Series will be The Undertaker's final farewell. So what could this mean? Is it just him coming out in street clothes and saying goodbye? Will he interact with a superstar that probably interrupts him? We don't know. Everything is still on the table. Could it be bait and it's not actually his farewell appearance? That's even possible as well. How many fake out retirements have we seen over the last few years? John Cena even faked his retirement earlier this year on SmackDown before The Fiend came out and challenged him to a match. So, could The Undertaker's final farewell be fake as well? It's definitely a possibility. There were reports just a few days ago that claimed The Undertaker and John Cena will be booked at WrestleMania 37, depending on how many fans are allowed at the show. So if there's already plans for Undertaker at WrestleMania, how come we're seeing a final farewell now? Bray Wyatt even responded to the news and a tweet from WWE saying that The Undertaker has battled them all. Bray Wyatt responded to the tweet and said, "Not quite all." Bray Wyatt is of course implying that The Undertaker has yet to face The Fiend. So, you can't really claim that he battled them all. Bray Wyatt and The Undertaker did have a WrestleMania match at WrestleMania 31, but honestly, the entire thing was very forgetful. The Undertaker didn't even show up for a single episode of Raw leading up to WrestleMania that year, so Bray Wyatt was building the story by himself and basically feuding with himself, so it was a really weird feud, to say the least. It was a WrestleMania match with literally zero face-to-face interactions between the superstars leading up to the match. So yeah, not the real highlight of that year's WrestleMania at all. But a rematch, so to speak, between Undertaker and The Fiend may actually be a little intriguing. If the story is handled the right way, then maybe you can make this match be really special this time around. So I wouldn't rule out WrestleMania 37 appearance for The Undertaker, no matter what happens at Survivor Series. He simply says his goodbyes, or if he does in fact get attacked by someone like The Fiend, I would still definitely give him a slight chance to appear at WrestleMania 37 no matter what. There's a lot of reports that Vince McMahon wants to make WrestleMania 37 extremely special and truly make it out to be the official relaunch for WWE. So you can only imagine that The Undertaker has to be a part of this plan for this big show. Even if it's not a full match, The Undertaker still has to appear at WrestleMania 37 in some way. So I still see that as a possibility. But what are your thoughts on today's wrestling news? What do you think about the new reports of Mercedes Martinez wanting out of Retribution right away? And what are your thoughts on Bray Wyatt teasing another interaction with The Undertaker? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications turned on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.